And you gang. Damn right. How you doing, Z? Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat, honestly. I'm not that tired, but I am kind of exhausted. I've been doing PG skip all day. Hurts your arms, dude. Yeah, getting into the game now is... Or, well, when PG skip is the norm, is gonna be really hard. Because it's... Hey, we have MSS, and 2 door clips, and PG skip, and more Thover. And probably tree clips. I swear it's a good game. No. No. God damn it. Case in point, it's actually not a good game. Did you see that? Yeah, DRC does suck. It's interesting though, DRC is like a good reflection of the whole game, I think, where it's like, yeah, it sucks. But here I am playing it. Still, for some reason, I don't know why. Yeah, that might be it. It also does just like feel good to play. For the most part. Like, it's mostly good. There's just some occasional stupid stuff like the rock. The first pot to get the stick from the guy behaves that way too. And then, by far the biggest... Whoa, no. That's not what I meant to do. I wanted to show something off first. The problem is that movement and interact are on the same button. That's a no-no. That should never happen. So if you have like a pot near the ledge, and I'm approaching the pot and I need to pick it up, that's how you would do it, right? You walk up to it and then you press the button to pick it up. Trouble is, the detection range for picking something up is not great. So you can see like this won't pick it up, but this will. It's distant dependent. And so if I tried to pick it up from here, instead of picking it up, I would roll off the edge. And in a lot of places that's just, it's not like this where you can just come back up, you know? That plays a big role. Interact and movement being on the same button is really bad. Because the opposite can also happen. Like in FF1, if you want to roll to the ladder, there's a Gossip Stone trigger. So if you land in the Gossip Stone and you try to roll, then it'll just open the Gossip Stone and you have to sit there and read through the text. But in my opinion, that's the biggest flaw of the game. That's where a lot of stupid stuff happens. Because, I don't know how much Melee you've played. I know you've played a bit of it. But I suspect you've played enough of it to know that one of the nicest parts is that the game does exactly what you tell it to do. And so that's why even if you're getting destroyed, it's fun to play the game, because there's no frustration in the middleman. Like, if something goes wrong, it's because you messed it up. I think a lot of the frustration in this game comes from interactions like those where it doesn't feel like you made a mistake. It's designed in a way where your intentions don't come across in the controls every time. I think that's what's irritating. It's the game's fault. It's true. But when the game does work, like when everything is happening exactly the way you want it to, and it just clicks, then it's really, really good. I think that's what draws you back. And it has an interesting nuance that actually is a lot like Melee, which is that there's expression and movement. That's a very rare thing. That requires a pretty complex movement system. But item slides kind of allow that, like unlock that capability. It's really interesting. Actually, that stool is a really good example of what I was talking about earlier. Movement and interact being on the same button, but it's a different part of the problem. So the solution to not rolling off the edge, like, how do I make sure I pick up the pot every time? Or how do I make sure I don't roll off the ledge if I'm going to pick up the pot? The solution is to let go of the stick, because you can't roll if you're not moving. But then if you're not moving, you can't get close enough to the item to pick it up. So a lot of the time you'll end up in front of a door or in front of a pot or something, and you'll press A to pick it up, like this exact thing that's happening, but you're not close enough, so it doesn't work. And you don't want to just like, oh, let me just hold forward and press A until I get it, because then you're going to roll right past it, because you're not close enough to pick it up, so you're going to roll instead. I don't know, I'm sure you get it, but that's the annoying part.